And Patrice, bro, he has like this almost harmony to how he does his sets.
Corey has a whole bunch of tapes on the radio.
Okay, yeah.
And you go watch his radio tapes, hilarious.
Maybe this is what we do. We build out the list and we like two lists once it's populated. We have the one that's like just our debate, and then we have like the community one.
That's 20 people, maybe.
No, separate.
The jokes that Corey would tell are those ones that people think of, but may be too afraid to say it.
For me, longevity is, can I watch your stuff repeatedly? Mm-hmm. I'm still watching Patrice's sets.
He says women time are weird people.
Yeah. Oh, bruh! You are R-ing my time.
Yeah.
No means no, bitch. I said I gotta go.
I feel like the Patrice tapes for you are kind of like the Corey tapes
That's
for me.
what, when you were saying that, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Let's continue on with another new segment on the show that we have started here called Are They Top 10, ladies and gentlemen. The last few weeks, myself and Dante have started an all-time top 10 comedy GOATs list. It was an empty list when we started. We have put 4 names into the list. This week, we will add 2 more until it becomes a top 10. So that's going to be 5 weeks total of adding names, 1 each. Once the list is solidified, then we will continue to bring each person only once a week. So like I do it 1 week, Dante does it the next week. We will bring 1 name to the table and see if they are worthy of knocking someone out from the 10. And we'll do tiebreakers, we'll do poll questions, and ask your guys' involvement throughout the process. But as of right now, the 4 comics that we have on the list.
Do you remember, or do you want me to read them?
I do remember, but go ahead.
Bernie Mac, Russell Peters, Cat Williams, George Carlin.
All right. And if you've been watching the last few weeks, you obviously know who I'm going to say just by looking around the set today. So before we get there, who is your entry for this week?
Man, I gotta throw the boy in. I'm part of the chat room goons, Mr. 5150 Nation, Corey Holcomb, going into the top 10.
5150!
5150!
Hey! Any particular reasons? Like, did you grow up watching Holcomb?
I was watching him when I was younger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't, like, I knew him in passing. I would see him on BET and I would see him on the Shaq All-Stars.
Yeah.
But I don't think I followed him until I got older, like until I got in comedy, and then I really started.
Yeah.
So what got you, like, what was the first thing you can remember of Holcomb?
I don't even remember what the first thing was.
Bro, when we started getting to knocking people out of this list,
yeah,
you're going to need some real arguments.
Well,
I don't know.
But no, I'm just saying, because Corey Holcomb was like one of those guys that was always just kind of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I remember, like, I don't know how many years back, but then kind of like how, and I already know who you're going to put in, but Corey has a whole bunch of tapes on the radio.
Okay, yeah.
And you go watch his radio tapes, hilarious.
Like sets?
No, like him, like radio appearance.
Oh, okay. Okay,
just beefing with the host. Like just going back, saying the stuff that he would say on 5150. He talked like when people have him on like Chicago radio or whatever.
Yeah.
Just going in.
You listen to a lot of those?
Oh my goodness, they're so funny, bruh.
That's so good. All right. All right.
So
I didn't know
funny.
he had tapes like that.
Bro,
I'm gonna have to like on my drives and stuff.
Yeah, you have. We'll
I'll
put some on. Oh my god.
I'll start pulling them up.
He's so funny. Like, cause he's been on the radio for a long time.
Yeah.
5150 was a radio show.
Over a decade. Yeah.
15 years, basically.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. I love the new set, bro. Like
it's crazy, right?
It looks fire.
It looks sick.
Yeah.
So he's going in the top 10. Also because
comedy wise though.
Comedy wise.
Tapes,
so this is what I was gonna say. Comedy wise, at least for me, the jokes that Corey would tell are those ones that people think of, but may be too afraid to say it. And Corey's like, no, I'm gonna say it.
Thank you for not swearing.
You know, he's gonna say it, and
I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
He's gonna say what he's gonna. God told me to tell you this. So that's why he's going in for me.
All right, salutes to Corey Holcomb, currently in the top 10. See, like that, even though like between us, I would see that when we start getting to the knockout rounds, that's gonna be one I feel like you just created a space.
Oh yeah,
I feel because we're talking all time, and we are personally talking ours.
yeah.
But we are trying to build a wider, like get some type of maybe this is what we do. We build out the list and we have 2 lists once it's populated. We have the one that's like just our debate, and then we have like the community one.
That's 20 people, maybe.
No, separate. 2 different.
2 different lists.
Yeah.
So different people would be on different lists. So that's more people.
All right. We'll figure this out. We're still figuring this out as we go.
Yeah.
But obviously, keeping in trend with the comics on the wall during the week are the ones that I'm putting into the top 10 for myself this week. I mean, he could have easily been day one, but I'm not really putting them in order of my favorites or anything like this. But Patrice O'Neal, absolutely, hands down, like legendary status for me. Whether you go to his stand up and me literally like, there's names and faces I remember before I really was like aware of who they were in the comedy game.
Mm-hmm.
Patrice is one of those guys, bro. Like that New York bit from Just for Laughs when I was a kid is like New York is back. You know, It was right after 9/11, and I know New York is back because someone got ran over on the subway. And you could tell just how people were getting annoyed and like, yo, come on, let's get. I'm butchering the joke, but like one of those, like Chappelle's sets from those, even random ones like Lewis Black, like random comics. But like I have vivid memories going back in time of Patrice making me like piss my pants, and then really starting to figure out the full breadth of his catalog, all the JFL tapes that had existed, like the Nasty Show, like his legendary set where he's telling, and he even says it, like none of those jokes were really original or his, but the way he told like the different sex positions, you ever Darth Vader her, you have a Superman her, you ever damn, what was Poltergeist her? The Poltergeist one is. I'm pretty sure someone stole that joke.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure I saw someone take that.
Carlos most likely did.
But again, I don't know because Patrice also said he's like these are like schoolyard jokes. Not that he stole them from other comics.
No, but those were part of the game.
Yeah,
they're in the game.
Yeah, the angry pirate and all that, like whatever.
The Alaskan or whatever.
I still like for me longevity is can I watch your stuff repeatedly? Mm-hmm. I'm still watching Patrice's sets and just like there's so much that I've personally learned about how I can maneuver on stage. When I say that is I watch comics not to take their signature style or anything, but it expands my thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you can go this way, you can go that route. And it makes me really think about who I am as a person and what I should be accentuating on stage. That's really what I love the most. And Patrice, bro, he has like this almost harmony to how he does his sets, bro. It's almost like watching Elephant in the Room, bro. You can see it, bro. There's like a cadence or a rhythm to it. It's almost musical.
It's a song and dance.
That's like you can like his tonal shifts. His just like you said for Corey, his ability to just say what everybody in the room is thinking, but not willing to say.
Yeah.
And his ability to, through comedy, bro, just make you think so deeply about something that you've probably thought about a million times.
Yeah.
But he just like shifts the perspective just a little bit. And you're like, wow, I think I am a sexist.
You know which one of those really stands out for me, Patrice? Where he says women time are weird people.
Yeah. Oh, bruh. You are R-ing my time.
Yeah.
No means no, bitch. I said I gotta go.
I remember I was watching that with my ex, and I was because she knew what he meant, but she was like so upset
That he used the word.
that he used the word, but also that he was right.
Oh, man.
So she's trying not to laugh, but I'm here dying because I know exactly what he's talking about.
Probably hit a little close to home for her, so you know how people get when comedy hits on the target.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not funny. Well, everything else was funny, but somehow the thing that you connect with the
Yeah, but it's specifically the time thing.
Yeah. And if we're gonna be talking about tapes, like I've talked about it a million times on the podcast, so I'll briefly go over it here. But those Opie and Anthony tapes are like gospel records to me, bro.
I feel like it's interesting that we're putting these two in at the same time because I feel like the tapes, like the Patrice tapes for you, are kind of like the Corey tapes.
That's
for me.
what when you were saying that. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
it's that real conversation.
Yeah,
that wasn't really happening at that scale back then.
No,
it was in pockets. You know what I mean? So. And I have gone back and watched old 5150. Yeah, but I've never seen anything from radio. Yeah, I've never seen any radio stuff.
I'll put you on. It's so
but I have watched like 10-year-old like 5150.
Yeah.
And just like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, salutes to Corey Holcomb, Patrice O'Neal, currently in the Are They Top 10 all-time comedy list. We will 2 or 4 more spots. 4 more.
6.
Yeah, so 2 more weeks of us each adding a name, and then after the list is populated with 10 comics, we will then be bringing 1 name per week, and then debating whether or not they knock somebody out or they stay in. So yeah, that is Are They Top 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is Black Zeus, the podcast season 5. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10, and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So, like, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.